Hello, MSPs and the 420 MSP community. First of all, thank you for supporting us. And with that, part of the way we grow the community and continue to add value is we talk to different stakeholders in this vertical. And today we have two MSPs on at the same time. So we're bringing back Josh Weiss, who's a contributor, and we speak to monthly. Josh, introduce your friend, maybe what the relationship is, and I want to double click into your business model this month.
Awesome. Well, Harry, thanks so much for having me back. It's really fun to be here. It's been a really exciting month in a lot of ways. And so this is Jake Solis from 1+1 Technologies up in Pleasanton, California, just outside of the East Bay, San Francisco. And it's actually kind of a good story how I met Jake, since you like to speak to your listeners about how to get out there and sort of like when to speak and when to network and how to be out in the public eye, essentially. I spoke at the Continuum Navigate conference back in 2017, and Jake was actually in the audience of that talk, and we met just as a result of kind of having a common business model. And he's one of the most important people that I've met in the industry, and we do a lot of collaboration together. So I'll pass it to Jake.
Yeah, Jake, introduce yourself to our community,
Hi,
sir.
I'm Jake Solis. I'm the CEO of 1+1 Technology. We are an MSP, and we're also a low voltage cabling contractor out of the Bay Area. And, we've been, partnering with Josh and LA Creative in really sharing ideas and methodology, bouncing pricing ideas, strategy with each other, and then really going after the same verticals and sharing with each other our wins, what's working, things that we're learning, and some of the things that we've uncovered in both attacking the cannabis space is some of the technical requirements. One of the first ones I learned about was the requirement of having 90 days of video footage, which is an awful lot of video. In that regard, designing a network and a storage solution that could handle the capacity, and sharing the information that what I'm learning with Josh and vice versa. And so we continue to partner in that way.
Yeah, and I think we briefly lost Josh. So Jake, it's me and you for a minute, buddy boy. Welcome to these
no problem.
platforms. But so how long you been in business? What other verticals do you do? Are you a strict MSP with recurring revenue, or do you do project work? Do you still have that one break fix client? Go.
Yeah, so we've been in business just under 5 years. We are really focused on the MSP business, although we still do take on projects when they come around. And then the differentiator that we have, we are a low voltage contractor. So a lot of people outsource their low voltage cabling. That's a core piece of our business. And we use that as a lead gen engine. When you're going to be cabling up an office of 50 computers, the next logical question is, well, who's managing this?
And so question for both of you would be geography. So is your relationship about geography, Northern Cal and Southern Cal?
It actually is. Like, for example, Jake has a client that's in the cannabis industry that LA Creative has helped do some facility builds for down in LA. Okay. And I have a real estate client that's building a lot of offices both in Northern and Southern California. And right now, 1+1 has 4 jobs on the table for us. We're doing one this Wednesday. And so we are able to serve each other's clients, and it really gives us like some competitive advantage because we have close people on the ground in both cities and not just some random partner.
Yeah, because the push at these conferences nowadays is consolidation, a mature market, scale. You got to grow to spin the hamster wheel faster to make money in this business now, and so on. Except one great vertical that we're going to get to in a second. Final business model question, then we'll get to the vertical. Would be do you guys see a pathway where you would merge your firms, or are you just happy being friends with benefits?
It's a really interesting question. We talk about it probably once a week. And, I think at the moment we're interested for how do you fuse in other ways aside from formal merger, but how can you like how can you take advantage of the most possible efficiencies without merging? That's today's question.
Yeah, no, and that's fair enough. It's a journey. So Jake, let's talk about the vertical. If we were to agree, there's kind of three parts of the supply chain. So you got the producer growers, you got the processors and the manufacturers, and you got the dispensaries, or the storefront sales, basically. How do you guys go after the vertical? What's your pleasure?
Yeah, our pleasure is really on the manufacturer side.
Okay.
Yeah, we're working with a fairly large manufacturer of oil that's in multi-states, and
Yep.
working, and it's a co-managed type of environment where they have, I think 5 personnel in their IT department, and we're taking on the planning of a lot of their projects, as well as managing their Office 365 tenant. And, the opportunities that are available in the conversations they've had with the DOJ is proper cloud backup for 90 days of their Office 365 tenant, of their emails, of their data. So it's not just the video footage, but it's all the digital assets as well, which is opening up a great opportunity to marketing our CSP Microsoft business to that space.
Yep. And Josh, we're going to go out with a different question, and we'll see you guys next month. And Jake, do come back again. This is kind of cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So Josh, you started out earlier by saying it's been a busy month. So I'm assuming maybe you went to a meetup or two, or maybe a conference. I don't know. What have you done the last month to grow this vertical, my friend?
Well, the amazing thing is what I mentioned last month is that I've been going to a meetup called the Southern California Cannabis Business Investment Group, SCC BIG. Jake actually came down and spoke with me a couple months ago as well.
So to both Josh and Jake, thanks a lot. And now I'm chomping at the bit to hear next month what Jake did this last month in terms of networking and socializing. Jake, have a great day. Thank you very much, sir.
Jerry, have a good one.